Hello and welcome to another episode of the Potluck Podcast. And this is your butthurt disclaimer.
Parental and/or sponsor advisory. Our goal is to offer a recovery-based podcast with a twist of humor. The expressions or opinions voiced here are those of the individual speaker and are not of the collective. Our primary purpose is to carry the message and to help others achieve sobriety. We don't feel the need to be original, but we certainly don't want to be extra crispy.
Crispy. I bet that sounded cool.
Crispy!
So, I'm Martin, I'm an addict.
My name is Anthony. I'm a grateful recovering alcoholic.
I'm a Sean. I'm an alcoholic.
So, happy holidays, guys. How you doing today? How was your week?
Happy holidays, buddy. My week was great.
Yeah? Well, did you have a good Christmas?
I did. It was excellent.
Outstanding.
Probably, I'd definitely say probably one of the best Christmases I've had.
Outstanding. Sean?
No, mine was just wonderful, brother.
What's with the accent?
Thank you for asking.
Ain't no problem
I don't
there,
understand
buddy.
what's going on right now.
Yes, rootin' tootin' getting.
Rootin' tootin' getting. Yeah, that made lots of sense there. Where'd the country twang come from?
Well,
So
I
you're-
was from the country.
Yeah, but you're really not. Kush posh.
Applesauce.
No, coffee. Thanks. That's a deja vu. That happened. I just had a deja vu, guys.
Whoa.
Taco.
Yeah. What we just
Taco?
did, the
Time
applesauce and then
Oh.
me saying coffee,
Yeah.
that was a deja vu.
It's
dude.
time travel.
It happened before?
Yes.
It's probably because it happened before.
But I
don't
mean,
think it has.
It hasn't.
No?
Time
No.
travel.
Yeah.
That was a legitimate deja vu.
That's literally time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
It is.
So, I just don't have my list of questions in front of me today. I have no idea what we're doing, but I know that Sean here had a breakthrough this week.
Yeah?
Yeah, didn't you?
Well, I had a bit of motivation, I guess. You know what I mean? Some hope.
Yeah?
It popped in. Yeah, man. So I haven't talked to my kids in like 6 or 7 years, buddy. And then Christmas night, I messaged the mother of my kids asking, if she would tell them. I said, Merry Christmas and I love them. And for the first time in like 6 years, my son told me he loved me. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So, hope, you know what I mean? Also lets me know I'm going in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? It just feels good, you know what I mean? It does. It's kind of like a reminder, like, hey, keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Right on, right on.
And, well, for me, this was my first holidays without my mother. So, I stayed around, people to stay out of my head.
Like-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, like-minded. So that was very, very helpful. I got a few good things for Christmas, some clothes, some food, some love. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Sean?
I'm going to have to do better next year. I really, didn't get nobody shit.
Oh, you gave us plenty of shit.
Yeah. Well, I guess I just need to do better, I know that's not what the season's about, but it's certainly not about me receiving and not giving anything,
I literally said I got love this year, and that came partly from you.
Yeah.
Well,
that's good.
thank you.
I don't necessarily think it's about what we receive or what we give.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
I really don't.
he gave love.
I'm not talking about that. I mean, like the materialistic side of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just being present, you know what I mean, is enough for me. I really, for quite some time, like I really didn't, I still don't really want to receive anything. You know what I mean? to me, it's not about what I can give you or what I get from you. You know what I mean? It's just, like I said, being present. You know what I mean?
Being present instead of giving present.
Right. Right, exactly. You know what I
Touche.
mean? And then, like, you know, for the longest time, I was there, but I wasn't present. If that makes any sense? You know what I mean? So
Presently absent.
yeah, absolutely. And I feel like, you know, me actually physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually being present and being present is just enough, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just my opinion, my outlook on the situation.
Absolutely. Sean, what you got?
So, the theme this week, and in my head, has been cease fighting anyone and anything. I don't know if I touched on this last week or not, about, you know, for whatever reason, letting other people's path or recovery, like, I need to interject on what it should be or what it should not be, you know, like trying to shove God out of the rooms, basically, you know.
Yeah.
And I had been looking for this reference. I looked for this reference. I could not find it anywhere. And I'm sitting in the Fat Book study yesterday morning, and a Tourette's moment, or whatever you want to call it, on the page we read, it referenced Dr. Bob and the Good Old Timers in the back of the Fat Book, which the gentleman turned to page 308, and upon his reference, it was, what is the term? Eureka! But it's not what I said. I said, there it is!
Yeah, out loud. That was great. It scared a few of us.
While he was sharing, you know, like, I don't know.
Somebody was reading and Sean said that and everybody jumped. But it was a eureka moment.
So it says, and this is found in Dr. Bob and the Good Old Timers, which I'm just absolutely certain is AA approved literature, if anybody would like to have known that. Although I may add that the Fat Book itself is not. It's just full of AA approved literature. I digress.
Digress on, my bad.
It says, in the early days, she, as in Henrietta Saberling, recalled, Bill said to me, Henrietta, I don't think we should talk so much about religion or God. I said to him, well, we're not out to please the alcoholics. They have been pleasing themselves all these years. We are out to please God. And if you don't talk about what God does and your faith and your guidance, then you might as well be the Rotary Club or something like that, because God is your only source of power. Finally, he agreed. And
There it is.
I still believe that was God's way of not allowing me to find that reference, because I was feeding into my ego if I had brought that up in that meeting the night that I was aiming to do so.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
A few days before that meeting, I had a preemptive strike already materialized in my head. Like I was even sitting there waiting for the guy to share, and couldn't wait him out no longer. So,
Yeah.
you know. But then, like I said, it just kind of dawned on me, you know, the cease fighting anyone or anything. It's in the book.
Yeah.
You know. It's focus on my recovery.
Yeah.
And
It brings you to the.
I mean, I even
wine.
said it in the rooms before. Like, it don't matter what your higher power is. If you got your higher power that works for you, and you keep coming back to the rooms, and you keep living, you know, without putting something in you, something's working. If it's working for you, keep on. You know, that's all that should matter to me. You know,
Yeah.
the only thing that should matter to me is I don't have nothing in me today.
Yeah.
You know,
To me, that goes back to like the whole hold the 2 glasses of water and walk around the room trying not to spill it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but I get it though. You know what I mean? I think we was talking about this, you know, last night. When I tend to argue, I tend to want to be right. You know what I mean? especially when a situation like that, it's like I have to be right. You know what I mean? So today, like I'm not saying I don't argue. I try not to, the best of my ability. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's just one of those things. I will say ignorance is bliss. You know what I mean? And for someone to, how can I say this? For someone to want to take the one thing that gives us all power out of the room, what would the room really be?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I walk into the room, you can feel it. You know, I was talking to someone else last night, and I use this as an example. Home. To me, it's a feeling, right? It's not a place, it's a feeling. When I walk through the door, I feel like I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? So a part of that is because you can feel God here, you know? So it's like when I walk in the room, if you were to eliminate that part of it, what would you have? You just have four walls with a room full of people. You know what I'm saying? That's it. There wouldn't be a safe place for people to come and talk about, you know, their issues or how they're feeling that day or anything like that. They wouldn't be able to. It wouldn't feel the same. It wouldn't be the same. AA wouldn't be the same. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
There's a reason it's a spiritual program. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this is why I love the Fat Book. The very first page says Fat Book, explaining what the early AAs did, said, and read, bridging the gap between the big book and the good book, and the basic truth of Alcoholics Anonymous. And it says the original 1939 edition, Alcoholics Anonymous, because it is the first edition print of the 164 in this book. If you get the fourth edition today, there's very few words that differ, but it does differ.
Right.
And it says learning pages and a page commentary, which is on the right side of the 164. Which helps me consume that 164 a little bit better.
Right.
You know, it gives me the context of how they use some of the words and phrases and, you know, and in that time, on that page, in that paragraph. The historical summary, it is so full of, you know, AA history, the founders, you know what I'm saying, the first to get sober, the 12 steps, the 12 concepts, scriptures for the steps, you know, the 7 defects and the 7 corrections. I mean, on and on and on. And the invisible war, like it's just got so much expanded literature on the disease of alcoholism in this book. Again, this may sound opinionated, but so far, anybody that has been utterly closed-minded to this book is just exactly that. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't say AA General Service approved literature, I'm not looking at it. You know, whether I bring up the fact that everything in here, other than the learning pages on the right side of the 164, are General Service approved, and besides the little scriptures in the back, you know, are the only 2 elements that I can see that are not General Service approved. The Dr. Bob and the Good Old Timers, General Service approved. If you buy it separately in its own binding, it's approved literature through AA.
Yes.
There was one more place in here. Somebody else pointed it out to me too.
While he's looking for that, I will say that you'll notice that the sound quality is hopefully better. We have done some improvements on the sound, so you know.
So
this podcast is getting better and better.
Here it gives me the layout of the Fat Book. In part 1 of this book, exact copy of the big book first edition content is located on the left-hand pages. Within that text, we have drawn boxes around important words and phrases, as well as underlined and footnoted key passages. Each paragraph in the big book has been numbered to provide a quick reference guide. For example, a reference to section 18.2 would be pointing the reader to page 18, paragraph 2. Pages that begin in the middle of the paragraph carried over from the previous page are identified with the page number and paragraph 0, like 18:0, for instance. On the right-hand pages, the A pages are 2 sections, interpretation and insight. In the interpretation section, you will find a brief summary of the ideas presented on the corresponding page, as well as definitions of boxed words and phrases. In the insight section, you will find footnotes, section references, and bullet points, which provide historical context, background information, and insight into the lives and beliefs of the founders. I don't know where this is not very pertinent and important to the program of Alcoholics Anonymous.
Correct.
At the bottom of most pages are key biblical scriptures from which the founders of AA gained much of their knowledge and spiritual understanding of God. I mean, these scriptures can be found in part 3 of the page numbers noted. The following page is an example, blah, 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 blah.
Doesn't say that.
I digress.
Yeah, I do like the layout of the fat book. It is very easy to navigate, very knowledgeable, but the navigation of it is, I like it, the way it breaks it down. Yes? Can I get a witness? Anybody?
Hallelujah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You awake there?
Yeah, I had to look into the invisible warfare and spiritual warfare. I was just reading into it. And it actually goes into, I mean, obviously it breaks down like you said, the biblical scriptures that match and where they get their knowledge of the spiritual warfare itself. Specifically what I was reading though is
What page you on?
399 is the introduction of opening your eyes. In this central New Testament passage about spiritual warfare, Paul tells his readers the nature of the battle and how they are to fight it. The first section, Spiritual Warfare 101, will cover Paul's general command in verse 10, his specific command in verse 11, and the reason he gives in verse 12 for both commands. As we move on through the passages, we will discover 5 basic truths to ground us in the reality of the invisible warfare and to guide us in our thinking. And I was just literally just flipping. If you flip to the next page, there's the general command, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his might. This is a full meaning of his command is captured in this expanded translation. Allow yourself to be continually strengthened by the power already made available to you in your new position and relationship with Christ. It is the power that raised Jesus from the dead and now dwells in you. So if you go to, what was that, 309?
Mm-hmm.
Where, he had said, flip over to that right now. Hold on, buddy. In the early days, she recalled Bill said to Henrietta, I don't think we should talk so much about religion or God. I said to him, well, we're not out to please alcoholics. It's funny. They have been pleasing themselves all these years. We are out to please God. And if you don't talk about what God does in your faith, in your guidance, then you might as well be a Rotary Club or something like that, because God is your only source of power.
Only source of power.
Power.
Finally, he agreed. And then, that just, reiterates that right there. You know what I mean? Obviously, someone that doesn't want to bring God into the room, you know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying that your higher power has to be Jesus, but just in general, if you take God completely out of the room, you're taking the power out of the room. I mean, that's how I look at it. So, for someone to want to do that, I feel like they're going through a spiritual warfare.
There's a connection
within themselves, within themselves, or maybe just in general. Maybe they just don't really believe in that, and that's fine too. You know what I mean? This programming can be worked with. I don't think it'll be worked as successfully without God, but there is a whole point of agnostic and the non-believer in the book. So,
since you said the non-believer, I think we skipped over a pretty pertinent part on that.
the three P's
on that
Pretty pertinent part.
on that $3.99.
Yeah.
Very beginning. Mr. C.S. Lewis, whoever that is, apologize for lack of my knowledge, but it's a pretty good quote here. There are two equal and opposite errors into which our race can fall about the devils. One is to disbelieve in their existence, and then they just run rampant on us. You know what I'm saying? We don't even, I can see how they just get the reins and run right. Run amok, as they say.
Run amok.
The other is to believe and to feel an excessive and unhealthy interest in them.
Yep.
And then in Ephesians 6:10-12, finally be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his might. Put on the full armor of God so that you will be able to stand firm against the schemes of the devil. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rules, against the powers, against the world forces of this darkness, against the spiritual forces of wickedness in the heavenly places.
There your word is.
Yeah.
Places.
Yeah.
Places,
I don't know
places.
why I keep
Pleurisy.
Pleurisy, what?
Pleurisy, yeah.
That was
Platypus.
Awkward.
Placable. Pliable.
Plowed?
please. Please.
Placed.
Please.
Pleasable. Pleasant.
Did you, he looked at me anyway. That was scary.
A bada bing, a bada boom.
That one's right up over the head there. Ooh, what's that?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So on page 400.
400.
The specific command. It's the second one.
Yeah. Put on the
It says,
full armor of God.
Yes. It says, how do you allow yourself to be strong in the Lord? By continually and repeatedly putting on the spiritual protection God has provided for you at specific points in time, for the express purpose of holding on to your position in Christ as you are bombarded by satanic strategies designed to destroy you or render you ineffective in kingdom pursuits.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, I'm trying to find it. Nope, that's not where it's at.
That's not where it's at, Sean.
What you looking for, buddy?
It tells me
He's trying
about
to
the armor of God.
Oh.
I just went over this a couple weeks back. I can't believe I didn't know where it was.
Looks leather.
Yep, not gonna find it.
Not gonna find it. You'll find it. You'll find it. I have faith in you.
Huh.
What?
So if you go to page 406, it says, let's ask Bill. Because I guess it's just Q&A of, I don't know if it's just other alcoholics or just skeptics. You know what I mean?
What about the alcoholic who says that he cannot possibly believe in God?
And then the answer, a great many of them come to AA and they say that they're trapped. By this, they mean that we have convinced them that they are fatally ill, yet they cannot accept a belief in God and His grace as a means of recovery. Happily, this does not prove to be an impossible dilemma at all. We simply suggest that the newcomer take an easy stance and an open mind, that he proceeds to practice those parts of the 12 steps that anyone's common sense would readily recommend. Yes.
Timidity.
Intimidity.
Tim Titty.
No.
He can certainly admit that he is an alcoholic, that he ought to make a moral inventory, that he ought to discuss his defects with another person, that he should make restitution for harms done, and that he can be helpful to
Other alcoholics.
And then it says we emphasize the open mind, that at least he should admit that there might be a higher power. So I'm going to read that one more time.
Read it one more time.
We emphasize the open mind, that at least he should admit that there might be a
Higher power.
You know what I'm saying? He can certainly admit that he is not God, nor is mankind in general. If he wishes,
They're not.
Huh? Oh.
They weren't.
If he
He's
wishes,
mistaken.
he could place his own dependence upon his own AA group. The group is certainly a
Higher power.
Higher power.
So far as recovery from alcoholism is concerned, if these reasonable conditions are met, he then finds himself released from the compulsion to drink. He discovers that his motivations have been changed far out of proportion to anything that could have been achieved by a simple association with us or by any practice of a little more honesty,
higher
humility,
power,
tolerance, and helpfulness.
No.
Little by little, he becomes aware that a higher
Higher power.
is indeed at work. And in a matter of months, or at least in a year or two, he is talking freely about God as he understands him. He has received the gift of God's grace, and he
knows it.
Higher power.
You know what I'm saying? But like, that's just what we were just talking about. You know what I'm saying? When I first came into the rooms, you know what I mean? I didn't really have a conception of God. I didn't know how to pray. I didn't know any of these things. But I stayed open-minded to there possibly is something greater. I gave you the example. I used to pray to my grandfather. You know what I mean? But as time progressed and I continued to work, you know what I mean, and work the 12 steps and then apply the principles that were in the steps to what I was doing and, you know, grow my spirituality, you know, with my God, who I choose to call God, that changed. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be.
Right.
It's who you choose for it to be. You know what I mean? Like it says in the book, a meeting is the source of a higher power. You know what I mean? That's just how you perceive what or who God is for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sean?
Martin.
Yes.
Did you find what you were looking for?
No.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
But I did find the law of hearing.
The law of hearing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's ironic you should say that because,
We're having problems hearing?
well, no. He heard me. He definitely heard me.
I'm about to go over that.
All right, let's go over it.
Yeah, just a second. Hold your horses there.
I don't have one. I did have one when I was a child, though.
Did you?
I had a pony, yes.
What did you name it? Did you name it
Dusty.
Huh?
My pony's name was
You
Dusty.
had a pony?
Dusty?
I had a pony. Well,
His little
my
pony.
grandparents owned a farm in Illinois, and that's where my pony stayed at, but it was my pony. So I would only get to see and ride my pony when I went to visit my grandparents.
Stop it, Martin.
He started it.
Okay, he didn't have the pony.
No, but when I said see and ride my pony, he looked at me and
Well, we lost it. The reason, understandably so. You try to hold it together when somebody tells you something like that.
well, I was holding it together until he looked
Yeah,
at
but you
me.
were the one telling the story.
Yeah, but it was my story. It was true. I did get to see and ride.
No.
No, we're not doing that. So,
What else do you do to a pony? I mean, you ride. Go on, Sean.
the law of hearing, how we come to believe.
What page are you on? 263.
This is on page 262 of the Fatish book. The book of the fat. And it references pages 43, 74, and 281. I'm not going to do that right now. Are you there?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Okay. I'm not waiting for you.
I was looking
So,
at the 7
says-
defects
Yeah, I'm
and
there.
corrections.
How is it that we come to believe it? Anything. Oftentimes we come to believe something when it has been told to us, especially when we are told the same thing over and over again. Words are powerful weapons, and they have the power to build up or tear down. Despite the old saying, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, we are told in the Bible that we will be held accountable for every word we speak. That's how powerful our words are and how important it is that we use them wisely. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Proverbs 18:21. So then faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Romans 10:17. Dr. Bob said in his final speech, there are 2 or 3 things that flashed into my mind on which it would be fitting to lay a little emphasis. One is the simplicity of the program. Let's not louse it all up with Freudian complexes and things that are interesting to the scientific mind but have very little to do with our actual AA work. Our 12 steps, when simmered down to the last, resolve themselves into the words love and service. We understand what love is, and we understand what service is. So let's bear those 2 things in mind. Let us also remember to guard that erring member, the tongue. And if we must use it, let's use it with kindness and consideration and tolerance. Amen.
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 Hallelujah. How you doing?
How you remember that?
7 defects and 7 corrections.
Shoot.
You bang.
So just an update, no cigarettes for over 2 weeks. For the last 3 days. Okay, let's go back. 2 days before today.
That's 3 days.
Okay, let's go back to Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe it was Thursday. I had 2 nicotine pouches. Yesterday I had 1 nicotine pouch. Today I have cinnamon Trident.
Gum. So that is very good, Sean.
The dent of try.
It's very good accomplishment.
Bang, bang. No cigarettes is better than 2 cigarettes, I find, when I'm trying to quit, for me.
Gum is better than pouches.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you, Sean.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
What about you, Anthony?
Oh, what?
You don't smoke, do you?
What?
Oh, I absolutely do smoke.
Okay. Are you smoking less?
Yes, actually.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah. Actually, I can't say that. For a while, especially when I'm at home, we got to smoke outside. I really just haven't been, you know what I'm saying, going outside to smoke. Like, I haven't really felt the want to go outside and smoke. Really, the only time I really smoke any time is when I'm in the car or like when I'm here. And it's not even that I smoke so much when I'm here. I just.
Are any of you two guilty of, like, when you did...
Not guilty.
Allegedly.
When you did smoke.
Allegedly?
When you allegedly did smoke.
Okay.
Did you, like, when you first started smoking, smoke a certain amount and then increase? Like, a lot of people, like, they start and they smoke a pack a day, then they increase to 2 packs a day and so on. Have any of you experienced that?
I just started smoking 2 packs a day.
And stayed at that level?
Yes.
Okay.
When I was
What about
20.
you?
No, Martin.
So no,
Nobody just starts smoking 2 packs a day.
Why would you
that's
say
just,
that?
well, because Mama said.
I'm trying to make a point. And you're not helping.
Okay. We'll get to the
So,
point then. 'Cause
so
I'm
you
confused.
started and then increased to 2 packs a day, correct?
Yeah. Well, when I started, it took me a while before I even inhaled.
Anthony.
no. So okay, when I first started smoking cigarettes or whatever, it was like maybe like 5 or 6. You know what I mean? And then gradually worked up to. I still don't smoke a whole pack of cigarettes in a day. I would give out more cigarettes out of that pack than I end up smoking. You know what I'm saying?
So you haven't really increased.
No. Not
Okay,
for
so
real.
you and I are on the same boat because
So then why
I
are you still
found
smoking?
Why? I enjoy it.
No more than you smoke.
Yeah.
You enjoy. I have never.
you've never enjoyed
I
smoking.
have never.
Yeah.
Ever. Never.
Yes.
Nope.
I feel like sometimes it's a release.
It's always been a compulsion.
Well, that's what I was about to say next. I think a lot of it also is like because I've done it for so long. It's not even necessarily a compulsion, but it's just like literally a habit. You know what I mean? So whenever I don't have like that, you know what I'm saying, something in my hands. You know, for a while after I started smoking cigarettes, I would chew sunflower seeds to like stop.
Oh, I used to
you know what I
love
mean?
sunflower
Yeah,
seeds.
the barbecue ones.
No, just regular.
No, I like the barbecue ones.
Never knew there were barbecue ones.
Just never cared for sunflower seeds.
Well, so I tried that to stop, and like instead of stopping, I just slowed down a whole lot. You know what I mean? But I also had the big giant bag or something. Anyway,
The reason I asked,
Yeah.
because you guys both cut down smoking, and I've always, when I started smoking, I've never went beyond a pack a day, but I've never,
Yeah.
I'm obviously a little older than you guys, not by much, but a little bit. What was that?
What?
You all right? So, a lot. I'm older than you guys,
A decade.
and bless you. Wasn't a sneeze?
No.
Never increased my amount. I'm still at just under a pack a day, and so I only brought that up because both of you are doing good. You're smoking less. You're not smoking.
Yeah, so I'll definitely say.
So I'm trying to give myself credit for just not increasing.
Yeah. So I bought 4 packs of cigarettes like about a little more than a week ago, and I just the day before yesterday got another pack of cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
Now I might run out, but that's because I'm very somebody will come up and say, "Can I have a cigarette?"
Yeah. See, if you so I mean I have opened multiple packs in a day, but like if you take away the amount of cigarettes that I've given away, you know what I mean? Within that pack that I opened, then I wouldn't have to open that second pack because I'm just like you. If someone walks up to me and needs a cigarette, like 9 times out of 10, I'm going to give it to them.
9 out of 10.
I will literally give someone my last cigarette. I've done it plenty of times. I don't like to, but I will.
Most of the people that ask me for a cigarette, if I open it in front of them and they see that there's one,
they're
they
not gonna
won't
ask
take
for
it.
Yeah, right. But there's, like one of my brothers came up to me and was like, "Hey, can I get a cigarette?" And I was like, "It's my last one, but I'll give it to you." He's like, "All right."
Bro, me and my ex was going through over 2 cartons a week.
Now, that's what I was about to say. When I was with my
That's a lot of
ex-wife,
cigarettes.
because she got to the point where she would smoke my cigarettes, so we didn't have to buy all these extra cigarettes.
Bro, I quit smoking my cigarettes and started smoking her kind of cigarettes, so we didn't have to buy 2 separate cartons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we would initially go through more because every time I light one, she would light one. You know what I'm saying? But like since it's just been me smoking my own cigarettes. Besides the ones I give out, like I won't.
And you was mentioning smoking in the car. That's when I'm looking for a cigarette.
Yeah.
When
Now
I
I
get
do
in the
smoke.
car.
I do smoke less in the wintertime because
Yeah.
a lot of places you have to go outside to smoke. I'm not a big fan of the cold, so
Yeah.
I'll go out, take a couple hits, put it out. As to opposed to if the same thing happened in the summertime, I would go out and smoke a whole cigarette.
And now, see, I will
What?
also say that a contributor to me not smoking when I'm at home. It's like I got the PS5, So I've been playing it.
You got a PS5?
You have a PS5?
Yeah. That was the one.
Word.
That was the one thing that I bought for myself.
Highfalutin.
I've wanted it for 2 years, and I finally. I finally acquired it.
Otherwise known as Pompous.
Pompous, yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is though,
Pump us
because, I play it to the point where like I don't want to go outside and smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I'll literally
'Cause you're in the middle of the game.
Right. So I'll just literally just keep playing, and even like so, whenever I get done with the match, instead of going back outside to smoke a cigarette, yeah, because I play zombies.
Zombies.
Yeah, Call of
Yeah,
Duty.
he don't use lager.
So
Straight.
yeah, so
Sulfur.
Sulfur. That's not good for you.
it tastes good.
Ew.
What?
The matches.
You eat matches?
No.
What the hell? Where did we go wrong?
I don't know, but sulfur came up and he said tastes good and it scared me.
Yeah,
Dude,
you know
when
how
I be playing.
You know, you strike the match and you get that first hit from when you strike the match.
No,
I
we
don't
don't
hit
smoke
the
the match.
match.
No, you don't.
No. You're using the matches wrong,
Oh
bro.
my God. I'm saying when you put the cigarette in your mouth and you go to strike the match and light the cigarette at the same time. You gotta
You ain't
strike it
even
and
that.
light
You're
it.
too young for that anyway.
No, it tastes good. I like the way.
What
I
the
like
hell?
Listen, I like the way it tastes after you strike the match. You got to do it immediately. You got to strike the match and then light.
Oh
the
my
cigarette.
God, he has a system to it.
Yes.
You gotta do it immediately.
You got to.
Otherwise it doesn't taste
It
right.
doesn't taste the same. It don't. What were you saying though?
When I played the PlayStation and I'd be smoking cigarettes,
Yeah.
and I had a huge ashtray. It would be so powerful of cigarette butts, I just kind of shove them over a little bit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Then we can put it out.
She'd be fuzzing at, why you never dumped the ashtray?
He said a huge ashtray.
Yeah.
I like the smell, not the taste, mind you.
I like the taste.
No, you're confusing the
I'm-
taste with the smell, but
No.
you're tasting the smell is what you're doing.
No, I'm tasting the sulfur.
That's not good.
Yeah,
it
you
tastes
smell
good.
You smell the sulfur.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It tastes good.
and it tastes yeah. No.
So you're
You never smelt it going down the highway?
Maybe.
There's sulfur mines in Kentucky.
Yeah.
You
can you stick your head out the window and
You get,
No,
you
that's
don't have
other
to.
shit.
You get pockets of it going down the highway.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
it
smells
smells like
shit, yeah.
smell like somebody lit up a box of matches in your car.
Yeah.
you know what smell I enjoy?
What?
Burnt hair.
Ew.
No.
Nobody that I've ever talked to has said that they enjoy that. I like when you blow out a candle.
Yuck.
Oh my God.
It depends what kind of candle we're talking about. Like the wood wick candles. You know what I'm talking about?
Here we go.
Yes, we used to make
Highfalutin.
those in shop.
Yeah, those smell good when they get burnt out.
Yeah.
Or when they get blown out. But some wick candles, I don't like the way they smell. It smells like
You ever heard,
plastic or something.
read anything about the health problems
Of
with
people.
candles?
No. Do tell.
There's not healthy candles,
Well, there's not healthy sulfur either.
especially when you smoke it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You might as well just. No, I'm not even going to go there.
Don't do that.
Yeah, we're not going to, but this is not something that I do on a day-to-day basis. I don't do it every day.
You got a pack of matches in your pocket right now.
Are you a recovering match smoker?
No, I don't smoke matches. No, I don't.
You literally said you did.
No, I said when I light the cigarette,
Taste 'em.
I taste.
Oh,
them.
yes.
So are you a recovering match eater?
No, I would say a recovering match taster.
So if this was the Old West, he'd be that guy.
How do you taste shit without eating it?
Well, you don't swallow.
Yeah, I don't swallow it. It's not like
Martin,
chew
It-
it. Yeah.
this isn't a PG, but I mean,
Look, if I
mean,
lick a
that-
stamp, that doesn't mean I'm eating the stamp. I'm just licking
you
it.
don't have to lick them no more. They stick.
I'm just saying, John, the difference between eating and smoking.
Okay, so speaking of which, you said the stamp. You know, one of the tastes. Okay, that I actually like.
There's stamps.
No, not the stamps. The gum part of an envelope. I don't know why, but it tastes good.
Okay, I'm going to take you back. I don't know if I can take you all that far back.
Go ahead.
Do you remember in school when they had ditto paper?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. I loved the smell of ditto paper.
Help me remember.
Okay, when you're in class and you're getting ready to get an assignment, and the teacher has a stack of printed out assignments, and you take one and pass the rest back.
Yeah.
Well, those were, back in my day, that was blue ink,
Yeah.
and it was called ditto paper. And you could smell that ink on there. Yeah. It's pretty badass.
Are you talking about the carbon copy?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think
But
y'all
back then
full
it was
of
different than
I
it
think
is
y'all full
now.
of it.
It's not like that anymore.
No.
Some people like the smell of freshly cut grass.
Yeah.
It depends on what kind of grass.
Yeah.
I really don't care for the smell of that grass anymore. I found
No, I'm talking about green,
it was green grass.
Kentucky bluegrass, like
That-
yard, like
Kentucky's got the best bluegrass. I've
yard,
been. I was.
your front yard.
Well,
I'm done talking to you.
Why can't it be the backyard?
Well, it can, but I
Usually
have
it's
a
the
feeling
backyard.
yeah, that's where I thought he was going to go. That's why I kept it in the front. Oh my God!
No wonder you had legal matters. Can't just keep it in the front, bro.
No. Not.
It's a tomato plant.
Man, I've been inserting foot today.
Yeah.
I have to think before I leap today, and I think part of it has
said
to
I
do
leap.
with what?
You said I leap.
Yeah, progress.
Hello?
Put it on speaker.
Hello?
No,
Share with the
I'm not
group.
doing it.
Come on, man. You know the suggestion.
No, I can't do it.
Oh.
How you doing?
So,
A needle pulling thread.
Well, Martin was talking about the mics, so just so the viewers know, we have ordered new mics, and they will be delivered very soon. Very soon. So our sound quality hopefully is better this one, and will continue to get better. The next thing I'm working on,
Dear diary,
is,
think before you leap.
yes, is getting a better visual. Not saying there's anything wrong with our visual
Yeah,
now,
'cause-
but
Looking at us right now is just detrimental.
Martin, is that you?
No, it is. Anthony, is that you? Look, I'm pointing that way, and you're over here. Oh wow, that's crazy. You're over here. Over here. I don't know.
All right. So I look in the mirror and I raise my right hand, but my left one comes up.
That's not your left hand. That's your right
But
hand.
I'm looking at me as my left hand.
Yes, looking at you is on your left, but it's still your right hand.
You believe it or not, that's how your eyes work.
But it says L.
That doesn't say anything. I didn't hear it say anything.
L.
Yeah, it didn't
That
say
means
that.
L. Left.
Yes, but I didn't hear it say L.
And now my left hand is my right.
That's how your eyes work.
That's how your eyes work. So if you just do that,
So I asked this question before, so we're talking about the way the eyes work and whatnot. Your eyes act as a mirror. So like when you're actually looking at shit, it's actually upside down in your brain. You know what I'm saying? But then it's shot basically forward. You know what I mean? Like it is right now. So
everything we're actually looking at is
it's
upside down.
Right.
gravity actually works in
All right, Missy Elliott.
So that was that's. I was thinking maybe your hearing worked like your eyes, and you say shit backwards, and it's on the other side of you.
Miss Martin Elliott.
No.
Smelling it.
Smelling it.
What the?
Will, Martin, Missy Elliott.
Smelly it.
Where does Smelliot come in? Where does Martin and Missy? There's no smell. Very good. That was good.
Martin Elliott.
I was gonna say there was no smell in Martin or Missy. Jeez. It would be.
Here we go. Here we
It
go.
would be Melliot.
Thanks, sis. Because, after all, this is Sparta.
I am Sparta. No, that was Spartacus.
I think me and you, Sean, were talking about this the other day. Like, whenever you have conversations with certain people, you feel drained. And then so the meetings, just for an example, are supposed to be like a place where you feel rejuvenated. You know what I'm saying? Or like church. You know what I'm saying? Or like, for instance, like we was talking about, like the podcast is a place where we re-energize. You know what I'm saying? Like I look forward to doing this every week, especially
too.
especially like after I figured out, you know what I'm saying, that Sean was right the whole time about the sound. Right, but then even more so that I was able to figure out what was going on with the sound. You know what I'm saying? So even more so, I was even more excited to do this episode because now the people, the great people, can hear us. You know what I'm saying? But it's nice to be.
So please comment and let us know what you think of the sound now as opposed to the prior shows that we've done.
Yes. But it's just nice, man, to have a place that you can go and rejuvenate, be re-energized. You know what I mean? Not just a place, but like camaraderie that we have, the brotherly love that we have, the family that we have, that we can actually sit down with each other, have a good conversation, talk about life on life, and instead of being
and laugh.
and laugh, and instead of being drained afterwards, you know what I mean? I feel better. I feel re-energized. You know, sometimes, you know, coming into I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Sometimes coming into a meeting, you know what I mean, afterwards, I just feel drained. You know, I'm not sure if it's because of how many meetings you know we attend, or I don't really understand that as to why it's like that sometimes. But I still know at the end of the week, you know what I mean, or the beginning of the week, however you want to look at it, there'll be a time where we get to re-energize. I guess if you look at it as Sunday starting the week, it'd be the beginning of the week.
Is that audible or internal?
I think that was audible.
Okay.
I know that
I know.
You know?
I do.
Go ahead.
I'm very optimistic. I'm an optimist. And most people that know me, it's hard to catch me down. I like to stay, you know, I like laughter. I like to enjoy life. You know, you only get one. So I try not to let stuff stress me out, even though sometimes it does. But I try not to let it.
Will you pick it up right there?
No, I will not. It was a great attempt, though.
So, needle pull and thread
Yes. So
on the battery energizing and depleting and early recovery. Yes, I would come in the rooms to get energized. And then it seemed as though, I mean, it's not like that all the time.
Right.
But like I said, you know, it was a drain.
there's a magnet
And
somewhere
I
in the
feel
room.
like it's like there's a balance there. You know, what is it that I'm contributing? What is it I'm taking?
Right.
What is being taken?
Right.
You know, what am I giving? Because when I'm giving, it's taking my energy.
Yeah.
You know, see what I mean? So, yes, when I go to church, when I go to Bible studies, when I do the podcast, that's kind of a sense of re-energizing now, you know.
Yeah.
But initially, it was just the rooms, and it's the hope.
Yeah.
It's the hope.
Right.
We're reinstilling the hope.
Yeah.
You know. And that's just me, you know what I'm saying? So the more meetings I attend, the more I feel like I need to re-energize. I don't know, maybe that's predicated on a level of listening. Maybe I should just try listening more and it won't be such a drain. I doubt it. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Still wish somebody would comment on the suggestions that I laid out about having a live show. So still waiting on comments on that.
So have you read the comments?
Not this last one.
Might want to do that first before.
Okay. Well, I mean, I
Well,
I have read a couple.
I mean, it's hard to comment if somebody needs to comment on the comments if you haven't read the comments on the comments.
Thank you for your comment.
Thank you.
I believe Anthony's going there right now.
I think we should do this every week. Is
Go through the comments?
read a comment or two from the comments.
Yeah, that's a great
Then
idea.
you can comment on our comments on the comments.
That's a great comment. Whoa. Man, you
Sounds
know-
really loud right now. Okay. So this one says, love what he said about the relationship. And then it says, I fully support the coffee selection. I love that stuff. Very effective. Might go buy some today. LOL, it's payday. And
You just sold some coffee.
I just
Wow.
sold some coffee right there.
They owe us money.
This message brought to you in part by...
No.
This one, no. Yeah, we're not going to do that one. But this one says...
Yes,
No. What'd you say? No.
Get with
No.
the podcast.
No. Sean, now they owe us money.
Oh.
This one says, on a more serious note, Anthony, what you said about relationships, you explained that very well. I just wanted to put that out there.
Some people have come up and asked and mentioned that to me in person too, that they really liked what you said about relationships.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Okay, so let me ask, Anthony.
Yes.
Do you recall what you said about relationships?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
What did you say about relationships?
I mean, which part? Like,
I don't
the
know.
whole
See,
way?
that's what I was
Well, that's what
asking.
I'm saying. So originally, I was talking about if this is what I think we're talking about. It was you're talking about like sometimes in early recovery, like it's a mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna work every time for someone who is in early recovery if you're both not on the same. If you're not on the same, you know what I'm saying, wavelength in the same page. But
Why are you squeaking?
I don't know. Maybe my foot was rubbing up against the chair like
Are
a
you
cricket.
Happy puppy?
So yeah,
What you got? What you got?
I got
brewing over here.
nothing.
Yeah, something.
Oh,
Yep.
nothing at all.
Yeah.
I just recalled the conversation and why it happened. Don't snap at me. Do not.
well, wait. I'm gonna read this right here, okay?
Uh-oh.
It says, I have to say it because it was so random that it deserves a comment, but in response to the nail biting, as many people have teeth to bite them on. Then the next one says this right here. And yes, I have an idea. I think the ability to help you guys with the live podcast.
Read. I'll just sit here and lounge.
Lounging. Heard.
Giggity.
I have to watch it because I'm not exactly sure
Nope.
what relationship. that
Yeah,
we're
I didn't
talking
think you did, because I didn't either.
about. I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, good. That's good that you don't lie to us because, that's unbecoming.
Yeah. If
It's not good exercise of the first principle.
It's very not.
I kind of want to listen to it now.
You can listen to it after this one.
But I mean,
Hey.
Yes. What? You were going to say something?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I said it.
so I've also noticed that.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
is there such thing as a gay ghost?
Did you forget the R?
Boo.
So these are the.
You're not going to just, are you serious?
Oh.
What?
You're just going to go through the whole
No, these are the last, not 21, but 20. This is the comment that's on there. Hey, I just want to give some gratefuls. I'm so grateful to call you guys my friends, and I'm so happy you guys do this. I send it to friends and family all around the country to help give encouragement, not only in their recovery, but in others they know. So thank you for all that you do.
So we're in
Yes,
other
guys.
countries?
I wouldn't say other countries.
Well, he said other countries.
Because it says family all around the country. Maybe. I mean, I don't really know where this.
Oh, all around the country. Got
Well,
it.
we are in other countries because community is worldwide.
Yeah.
Recovery is worldwide.
Bam.
So I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Word.
Yeah, I know where that came from.
Watching myself chew this gum, I look like somebody with one of them goats.
And we too are grateful that we have you as a friend. I'm grateful for all the friends that I have. I don't even really like we were talking about last night, Sean. I don't really use the word friends because the people that I've come in contact with have become family. Not friends. You know what I mean?
And support.
And support.
Support.
Yeah.
Support.
Yeah, because if I, this is the way I am. This is just my outlook, and this is kind of like, what I do. If I'm gonna build you up. When you feel down, I'm gonna build you up. Whenever you're just having an okay day, I'm still gonna build you up. Even if you're having a great day, I'm gonna build you up. The only thing I can ask is that if I'm down, you all do the same. Mm-hmm. And if I don't, not saying that if I don't get that, but if I feel like it's never reciprocated, you know what I'm saying? I don't really need to be around you. If you can't support me in what I do, now I may be wrong sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But like that doesn't mean you can't still support me. You know what I mean? And I don't know. If I don't get that, like I don't need to be around you. You know what I'm saying? If I have to question being around you, I don't need to be around you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so I'm grateful for the family that I have built and I've gained in these rooms, and it was just within very short amount of time. Really, it's nice because I don't ever have a bad day. You know what I mean? Very rarely do I have a bad day, but it's thanks to you guys and like other family members that we have in these rooms, like it's never a dull moment. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like Sean was saying, when he got sober, right before he got sober, it was like all you would picture is like pain. You know what I'm saying? That I'll use the word being bored, if you will, the glum lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that. I don't have that moment like anymore. Anyway, Recovery is fun. I can have fun.
I feel like that's what our goal should be in recovery. The ones that are recovering and the ones that have broken that boundary, that barrier, that idea of what we thought recovery was, which was the boredom, the pain, the glumness, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unappealing.
Yeah.
Just nothing about getting sober appealed to me at all.
Yeah.
I could not imagine it being anything good.
Right.
Anything I could do sober, I could do fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's the quality of life.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That it's my job to convey that can be had.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? To the ones in that state of mind which I was in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what my goal is today, is the happy, joyous, and free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Without harming anybody, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's really very important, And that's and that's where I end up beginning to, I don't want to say be combative or whatnot, but I lose sight of that cease fighting anyone and anything. Like, I need to voice my opinion on this matter because I come in close proximity to the dry ones. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The ones that lack the higher power, that I do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And see, I feel like, too, just specifically on what we're talking about right now, as far as, like, the wanting to take God out of the room, like, I feel like it's not even just so much as the stop fighting, anyone and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's more or less like the protection of the room, if you will. You know what I mean? Because like I said, once you take God out of the room, you don't really have a room. I mean, you have four walls.
Yeah,
facts.
And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Whether we believe it or not, God is the foundation of what we build. In our recovery. That's a stern foundation. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the healing place, they said that you can't build a house in sand. You just can't do it. It's not sturdy. You know what I mean? So you want a sturdy foundation. So God is that foundation. You know what I'm saying? And then you branch off of that right there.
Yeah. God is the seed.
Absolutely. Yeah. So for someone to want to take God out of that, like.
Man, I find I almost play both sides of the fence because I was the one that you would run out of the room
Yeah.
when you mentioned God.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
was
I'm saying?
too.
I didn't want anything to do with him.
Yeah.
I didn't want nothing to do with it. As a matter of fact, that was a stipulation I had on my program of recovery. It wasn't going to have nothing to do about God.
Yeah.
You know, just
I was so angry with God as far as like you took my grandfather.
get on down the street with that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You took my grandfather from me. I was raised with my grandparents. Why did my mom want me? You know what I'm saying? You did this, not me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As a matter of fact, I can recall having conversations with other people about God, and I would literally fight you. You can bring up a biblical reference, a scripture, if you will, and I'm going to argue that with something. I'm going to have some type of, you know what I'm saying, rebuttal. You know what I mean? Ignorance is bliss.
I don't know nothing about that because I've always believed in God. So
Well, that's the thing. I believed in God as well, but I had grown not to not believe in Him. I've always believed that there's something higher out there.
I will say that I have built, since being in recovery, I have built a relationship with God.
Yeah.
But my family, you know, my mom, she was Catholic, so prayer was there, but you know, not as much as it is in my life now. Like I've built an actual relationship. God and I now speak personally instead of just basically, you know what I mean? Just like, you know, God bless the food, blah, blah. I now have conversations with God, and I pray quite a bit, and you know, and I've learned how to pay attention to the answers to said prayers, because He answers in many, many different ways, like through people, through experiences. Just it's exciting to see when a prayer gets answered and how. You know what I mean?
And it's not just exciting, but like the fact that I'm able to see when one, you know what I'm saying? Like I can recall like different blessings that actually I'm able to witness. I'm able to actually physically see these blessings occur. As to where before I was blocked off to that, if you will. I couldn't see that. I didn't realize that there's certain things that would happen to me, and you know what I mean? Whereas, you know, I'm saying a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lesson can be a blessing, and a blessing can be a lesson. It depends on how you just the perception of you know what's going on. You know, and it's.
I like that. You should put that on a shirt.
Yeah, and that's as real as you can get as far as that goes. There's so many things that happened in my life, especially recently. Like, I'm just gonna give you an example with. So I worked at Westfall, then I worked at Impala Series, and I worked at Summit. But it was like each time I left a job, it was like a very short amount of time where I was introduced into another job. You know what I'm saying? And it was. I mean, I prayed about it, and then it was like a door opened up. Okay, here. So you left this job, so here we're gonna give you this one. You know what I mean? I was actually at this job when I started working here. You know what I'm saying? I was working both jobs for a good little bit. Then I was like, no, I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm just killing myself for nothing. You know what I mean? And then. Just with it, just off of this is just my example, just a good example of that right there. Before, you know, my perception of all of that was, man, I'm working a shitty job. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that, like, in order for me to get this job right here, someone have had to gotten let go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the door that God opened up. That He works behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I didn't know who was there in that position before I got there. You know what I'm saying? But something had to have happened for them to get let go, for the door to be opened up for me to get the job there. And then even so further so, when I got this job over here too, again, someone had to open that door for me to get in, and that was God.
Yeah.
It's the blessing can be a lesson, and the lesson can be a blessing. And that's how I look at that.
I enjoy my job as well at Colton's Steakhouse.
Colton's.
Great food there. The people are very supportive. You know, we have a good crew there. Great food. Did I mention that they had great
Are we gonna
food?
get paid in Colton's too?
I'll bring you a roll. Not a drum roll.
A drumstick?
No, we don't have drumsticks.
Dark meat.
It's not a music. What?
Dark meat.
What is the color of the meat got to do with what it's on?
Because you got the thigh, you got the leg.
Of
All right,
what?
Since you bring it up,
We have tenders.
are you a breast man or no?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Hey.
What would one breast say to the other?
What did one breast say to
If
the
we
other?
don't get some support, people are going to think we're nuts.
Oh, is it time for Gravefuls?
Yep.
Gravefuls?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
Hold your horses.
You just said yeah.
You know what?
Wait, I
You know
watched
what's
you
coming
look
up. What's coming up?
What's coming up?
What's coming up?
The sun tomorrow.
Yep. You got New Year's, and what's after coming after
New Year's.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
What's coming after New Year's?
My 3-year celebration?
Yeah.
My 2 years right behind you.
Hell yeah.
Behind or in front of? Wait a
Behind.
minute. Behind?
Yeah.
So you're bringing
Yes,
up
so
the-
since Sean brought it up, I would love to see everybody out at, on the 11th of January. My 3rd-year celebration is the 7th. My
Nights,
sobriety date
holidays,
is the 7th.
and weekends included.
But we're celebrating here at Safe Harbor on the 11th, Sunday night.
And what kind of celebration is that?
That is a potluck.
Potluck!
Yeah. We having cake.
We are having cake. I love cake. Oh my God. There's great pound cake out there right
What
now.
about dump cake?
Dump cake?
Yo, you have not experienced that, huh?
No, I have not.
Oh.
Am I going
Are
to?
you going to be there tonight?
Yes.
Well, you might just experience that.
All
Then.
right. Dump cake. I'm going to dump it in my
You know, we
stomach.
eat, you know, we eat at 7, right?
No, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
well, you might want to be here.
I
What's
might want
happening
to be
at
here
7?
for
What's
that.
going on? What's going on at 8? I don't understand. Is there a celebration?
Yes.
Bree Money celebrates 365.
Oh, today is the 20th, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Nights, holidays,
Yes.
and weekends included.
That is right.
That is.
Absolutely. Okay.
Bree Money, that is.
Bree money.
Bree Money.
Brie money.
Dump cake.
I heard
Got
inquiries about
dump
this
cake
reference
right in my
being brought up
stomach.
last week.
Huh?
Yep. Somebody was asking about Bree Money and
No.
yeah.
No.
Bree Money is a pretty close friend of the program. I mean the Potluck podcast. You know,
That's actually who.
supporter.
Yeah, that's actually who I was referring to whenever they, I was reading the last comment that I read, and the one before that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
You know what? I knew that because I read the comments.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew that because the comments were read to me.
Anywho.
Anywho's.
Yeah. So after New Year's, I'm not sure about what.
Do y'all have any New Year's resolutions, by the way?
I mean, really, the only New Year's resolution is to just continue to
Yeah.
strive to be a better person.
Glad you said that. New Year's resolution is to take it one day at a time and to live happy, joyous, and free as I work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to cease fighting anyone and everything.
Staying clean and sober and loving everyone and being happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, as I work, after New Year's, I don't know of many holidays coming up. Anyone else?
I mean,
February's,
February, Black
Valentine's Day.
History Month.
Juneteenth or
No, that's in June.
That's in June, yeah. Okay.
But
Valentine's Day.
but what he's trying to reference to is February is Black History Month.
It
all
is,
right.
yeah.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Yeah.
Harry Tubman.
Can I get a witness?
No, you didn't just say that, man. I mean, if you're gonna name names, you got a long list,
I
brother.
know it.
So let's
Martin
just.
Luther King Jr. I'm not gonna keep
Come
going.
on, you just.
I'm just
Just
saying.
gonna
I'm not-
continue
No.
like fucking Rosa
I
Parks.
don't even play. In March, so March 24th,
St. Patty's Day.
is it?
Yes,
On the 24th?
I believe so.
That's the day I got sober.
Wow.
2 years ago.
A drinking day and you got sober.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Isn't that ironic?
Crazy as hell. So I will celebrate the Sunday after that because I think the 24th is a Wednesday. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm going to celebrate the Sunday following that day.
I'm gonna have cake.
Well, I hope so.
Great.
Dump cake.
Dump it right down my throat.
Sheesh.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah,
I'm
cake.
glad you said it, not me.
There's pound cake out there right now. I'm fixing to have a piece.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
Pound cake. It's lemon.
No, we're not gonna do
No,
it.
yeah.
Nope. We're gonna stop.
Where are you gonna pound that, Martin?
No, see, you're reaching. That's just reaching.
No.
There's everybody out there knows what pound cake is.
You
said
set yourself up for it.
Did you realize what you just said? You said dump cake. I'm gonna dump it down my.
Oh, that part.
And then you got pound cake.
Oh my God.
Right? Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Anyway, so
I need a boyfriend.
I want to get ahead of the game here.
Go ahead.
I had a great friend pass, was not one of us, and she would come to Safe Harbor and prepare breakfast every other Saturday for addicts and alcoholics of the light,
I gotta take my hat
while
off first.
not being one of herself. You know, okay? Last year we had a Cinco de Mayo
Okay.
on Cuatro de Mayo.
Okay. On May 4th.
Yes,
because we're
very
alcoholics.
good.
Yeah.
Because we're alcoholics.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so, and it was a pretty nice ordeal.
Yes, it really was.
Right? So we're going to continue this
Tradition.
tradition this year, except it won't be on Cuatro de Mayo. It will be on
Dos.
Dos de Mayo. It will be a Cinco de Mayo celebration on Dos de Mayo.
Why is that?
Well, because it was on the weekend, and
Oh, okay.
you know what I'm saying.
Because the date
So we can do
coincides with
Yeah.
tradition.
So, if you'd like to come out, we'll go ahead and put this in your calendars. I'm giving you plenty of notice. The only excuse is there is no excuse.
We'll mention it again, I'm sure.
Yeah. But we also have breakfast every other Saturdays at Safe Harbor, $5 a plate. Come on out.
So this next Saturday is going to be a breakfast day.
This coming Saturday, yes, there will be breakfast. We've had a couple of wonderful participants step up and accept the role of the breakfast preparers for us. So come on out and support, have some excellent fellowship.
Yep. Get
That's
to meet the
200
podcast guys.
South Joe Prather Highway.
And you can possibly meet a few of the podcast guys if they.
Will they be there?
Yeah, they. Well, I know two of them will. I don't know about.
Sweet. I might have to show up.
I might have to show up, buddy.
Yeah,
I think you will.
I want to meet them.
You want to meet him?
Can I get?
Can I? I'll meet you there.
So how do you feel about getting shirts made? We need to do that.
Oh,
Look,
shirts. That's
look,
a great
okay.
idea.
I wish you. Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
So that's what I was gonna get us, all of us, for Christmas, and totally procrastinated way after the fact, and
doesn't have to be Christmas
and I
to be
literally gave the money away to do so.
I was just going to say, it doesn't have to be Christmas.
Yeah, I
It can
know.
just be a gift.
So
A gift of love.
I will still look into that.
All right.
I had not decided what was going to be on the shirts. I know it was going to say.
No, don't tell us. It'll be a surprise. Thanks.
But in addition to saying, it was going to have,
Yeah.
I know you got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like surprises, man. I'm sorry.
Surprise!
Wow.
You like that one too.
Yeah.
Anyway, grateful.
I'm grateful, first and foremost, to my higher power, who I choose to call God. I'm grateful for the viewers that have been checking this podcast out. I'm grateful for the rooms to be able to come to. I'm grateful for my family, and I'm most definitely grateful for you guys. I love y'all to death.
Amen and hallelujah.
No matches this week.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Man, I'm grateful for a complete psychic change. I'm grateful that I no longer have to have my hand in everything. I can fully surrender, you know. I'm also grateful for this podcast, for you all, you know, for being able to be a part of and not apart from, you know what I'm saying, and have that acceptance. And I'm also grateful for acceptance. As I practice acceptance, life becomes so much easier. You know what I mean? And I'm just grateful for the program, man. I'm grateful that for rejuvenation. I'll say
Rejuvenation.
that. Rejuvenation.
Good word.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Grateful for the gift of desperation.
Yeah.
Grateful to have been given the gift to look at the problems, not soak and marinate in the problems, not drowned in the problem, but to look at the problem, pray on the problem, and be given a solution.
Yeah.
And then be able to get in the solution, you know. Because, I mean, in the past, I could look at the problem, I could see the solution, but I would not implement a solution and get out of the problem. I know I had shared about the difficulties I was having at work. Mm-hmm. Taking extra long breaks to smoke cigarettes.
Which you no longer do.
The obsession of the cigarettes. Mm-hmm. And it was presented, whether it was the program or God or whatnot, what the solution to the problem was. The solution to the problem was to quit smoking. So how will I quit smoking? I had a couple of, somewhat successful ventures in it, but they were a couple cigarettes a day. So what kind of success is that? Very brief.
Yeah. Short-lived. You know.
And I found that no cigarettes a day was better than 2 cigarettes a day.
Yeah.
The 2 cigarettes a day just allowed me to obsess. Obsess. And I still obsessed.
Right.
Today they're just fleeting thoughts of smoking.
Yeah.
You know, I'm reminded quickly that when I smoke that cigarette, I just begin to obsess even further about the next cigarette. And that's what I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
A lot of grateful there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No horse playing.
There's horses out there?
Excuse me?
Mrr. Mrr.
There's horses?
I digress.
Digressing. So, like, share, subscribe, comment,
Oh, yeah.
and we are going to start reading comments out loud in the show. We love you. We appreciate you.
Go, gadget prayer.
And Happy New Year's.
Like, share, subscribe.
It's on the wall or etched in your mind. Or on your coffee cup. Or on the inside of your spectacles.
Yeah.
Spectacles.
Long form of the Serenity Prayer. God
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, just
living
for
one day at a time.
Enjoying one moment at a time. Accepting.
Hardship is the pathway to peace, taking as he did the central world as it is. Not as I would have it, trusting that he would make all things right if I surrender to his will, that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever in the next.
Amen.
I'm gonna need you guys to practice. Keep coming.